Welcome to the Hope and Ev Show.
We're two generations meet one conversation.
This is a place where we talk about faith, family, fun, leadership, and the next generation.
Today's episode is extra special because we are interviewing one of my really, really good friends.
It's someone we watched actually grow up, step into leadership, and truly shine.
Our guest today is Hollyn Cavanaugh, a Shine Your Light leader and athlete, and she's been part of Shine Your Light for almost 4 years.
And she comes from a family that's rooted right here in New Braunfels, Texas. Parents who lead and serve in this community, and they lead well. And you can really see that example in her life.
We're so excited to have you.
Yes,
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the house.
Thank you for inviting me. I've known her for as long as Shine Your Light has been too. I think
Yeah.
4 years. I remember meeting her and I was like, wow, she looks really cool. I want to be her friend. I remember that. And then our friendship rooted from that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You know what's really cool is that one time I met with your parents, and we were just talking about our kids, and I remember them saying at the time that you were the same age as Hope, and I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be so cool if they got along. And this was almost 4 years ago, so God already knew when He planted us in each other's lives.
Yeah.
And when they signed you up for our first camp, I was so excited because I was like, they're gonna get to me, and hopefully they'll
Yes.
hang out soon. I remember after that first summer, it was a smaller camp, and
Mhm.
all of you kinda got to know each other on a first name basis, but I
Yeah.
remember Hope saying, "Oh, I would love to get to know her even more."
Yeah.
So I'm really
Yeah, I
glad
remember seeing her
now.
at camp. I was like, I want to be, because at camp we have teams, we get separated into teams. I'm like, I want to be on her team. But okay.
I remember
So,
you had a lot of energy back then
Mhm,
too. You were
yes.
really shy, but you still had a lot of energy.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
your brother came that year too.
Yes. What grade are you? I'm in 8th grade. And what do you love doing?
Um, I like doing volleyball and basketball and being at home.
That's so real. That's literally so real. Yes.
I feel they have that in common, huh?
Yeah. Yes. I'm literally I'd rather be home than it's so bad. I'd rather be in my bed than be out. I'm just what are y'all doing? What are you doing? Bed rotting.
You know us?
Yes.
Are your teenagers like that too? You guys can tell us. All right, but if you had to describe yourself in just 3 words, what would you say
Um,
they are?
oh, that's a good one. Maybe
If someone didn't know you and they were meeting you, what would you say?
okay, I think a lot of people tell me that I'm good with when there's something bad going on, I'm good with keeping it
Calm,
yeah, better
peacemaker,
peacemaker. Okay,
yeah.
how about that?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, athletic,
Yes.
and funny.
You are
Yeah,
funny.
You are fun, bro. She's so fun. Wait, about the athletic part, I need to tell y'all. She came into our basketball season probably
3 games in.
3 games in.
Mhm.
It was already. I was like, "Hey, Holland, we're doing basketball." She's like, "Wait, that sounds like it would be." She originally was going to do it, but then she kind of changed her mind, and then she was just like, wait, I think I want to do it. And I was like, well, we don't have a lot of girls on our team, so you should ask our coach. So she came into the season and literally, she caught on to the sport this fast. Literally, we're out on the court and she literally is able to steal every ball. It's literally, if someone grabs the ball, you're like, Holland's gonna be able to grab that. You're it would literally just a look and she just smacks it out of their hand. But yeah,
She's such a great athlete.
yeah, she's
for
such a
real.
yeah, you're
Thank
such a
you.
good athlete. And she's amazing at volleyball too.
Aw.
Yeah,
Literally
you're both
amazing.
really good in both places. I remember we were talking about basketball even during volleyball season, and you were like, "Oh no, I would not play." And I said, "You should really consider it because I've been a former coach
Mhm.
and I was a teacher for a long time, and I just saw a lot of the transferable skills. And I know your mom was an athlete that played basketball as well, and then your dad runs, and
Mhm.
so I thought, well, the combination of all these things would make a perfect basketball player. And I just so thankful that you took that risk to go out and do
Yes,
that because I
I'm
really
so
feel like you're a missing link for our team.
yes, I
So I want to say thank you.
yes, thank you. I wasn't expecting for me to join the team because I've heard it's just so tiring
Yeah.
and I'm not a runner. I don't run.
You're so fast.
And I was just I can't, I'm just gonna be out of breath and I'm just not gonna make it. And then I just felt led to that's why I was yeah, I'm not gonna do it. And then I just turned back around and I was I want to do this. Yeah. One of the reasons was just because my mom did it and I want to be like my mom.
Yeah.
And then when people were telling me, like, I have potential, then I was like, "Okay, I wanna, like, do this sport, like, and I wanna give it my
And
all."
I believe from the stories that your mom and I have talked about that she actually started in 8th grade.
She did? I
Yes,
didn't
you
know
have
that.
to go back and talk to her about that, and I think
Eh.
this was the year she decided she wanted to play basketball, and
Mhm.
I think it was over the
Oh,
summer
yes, she has
that
told
they
me.
did all the training.
Yes, because
If
she
I
did
was
make
listening to
yeah,
this story right,
she
I think
did
this is
make
what
the
happened.
team, the first year she tried
I think
out.
that's what happened,
And
yeah.
then
Worked really hard.
my grandpa was like, "Really, if you wanna do it, you're working hard." So the whole summer, that's what she did.
And I love that your grandpa's still really involved with all the basketball with grandma. They're always there at the games cheering you
Yes.
on.
You know, sometimes she'll like at the game, she'll be like, I didn't do that. I'm like, girl, you literally got like 1,000 steals. You made like 1,000 shots.
Oh,
Like there was
Assists.
this one game, like at her
She's hitting
tournament.
threes.
She threw it up and everything was going in.
I
And I
don't
was
know
like,
how. I
you know,
don't
she
know
made
how.
like 10 of her points. I was like,
I don't like someone was like, "Did you taste something?" I was like, "I low-key might have." Like, I didn't know what was happening.
Lucky about it. I think there is certain things that you can learn, and there's certain things that you inherit, like
Mhm.
is genetic. Be thankful for your genes
Yes.
because those athletic genes, the speed, the agility, and all the things that you need to make you a good basketball player, it just like really clicked. And I can see that if you
Yeah.
do have fun with it,
Mhm.
that you could have a future in
Yes.
playing this. And also, I wanted to say, when I add to the words of describing you, would be an encourager, like a
Oh, yeah.
cheerleader.
Oh.
Even when you weren't understanding the game the first few games, you were there being one of the last cheerleaders on the side. And I think as a former coach and just, working with youth, that is one of the most important things.
Mhm.
That is not always about the time that you have on the floor,
Mhm.
but it's like who you are like off court too.
Yes.
So what happens beyond the basketball lines,
Yes.
and so that's good. You're
Yeah.
doing great.
Thank you.
okay. Are you more a quiet observer or an outgoing leader? Which one do you think?
I feel like that's just kind of my mood.
Yeah.
Like, it just depends on my mood because I can be very quiet, but I also can be outgoing just because my
Yeah.
parents are outgoing.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just kind of my environment. It's just like you have to be outgoing. So it's like I'm
Yeah.
just kind of used to it.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I think it'd probably be an outgoing leader.
Yeah.
I think that's
I will back up a little bit because there's one question we did miss that I
oh.
do want to know is what's something fun or random that people might not know about you?
Uh,
I think we found out you can play basketball.
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Is there anything else? Like,
I'm trying to think.
what about your musical talents?
Oh,
People might not know that
Oh,
you
I
do it.
see.
Yeah.
Yes. She sings amazing. Yo,
Anything she puts her mind to, I think she can absolutely conquer it.
no, like her voice is like really good. Like, oh yeah, it's like really good. Like I go over to how she's singing, I'm like, okay, oh, I'm like, hello, like a vocal, like hello, like,
And I think you pick up dances pretty fast as
Oh,
well. I see you and Hope doing a lot of fun,
yeah.
trendy
yeah,
TikTok dances.
yeah. I think it's kind of in our generation's genes just to learn
Like, if
the
you can't dance, then what are you?
yeah. If you can't do a regular TikTok dance, like
What's happening?
yeah, like it's just you see it so much that you just like learn it.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like,
that's what
yeah.
happened a lot.
Usually, like I'll literally just like see it so, and then I'll just put up the video and record and just do it because I've seen it so like it's yeah. That's how. So I can't really dance outside of that.
Hope even pulled me into those, so I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, I made her do like a couple of me. So yeah. Okay. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
I
No, that
Mm.
depends.
I know, cause like I can stay up really late, but then like my body's just very weird because I can like stay up until 5 and I can still wake up at like 7 o'clock.
Real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's
actually
like it's really weird. Yeah, and I don't like caffeine. Like I can drink like Alani's, but I don't like coffee. But my body just like kind of doesn't show that I'm tired. Like I can feel that
Yeah.
I'm tired, but like my body doesn't show it.
Yeah.
So like if that ever really happens, which it has, I do like get tired, but I don't like showing people how I feel. So
Yeah.
it's just like if I'm
That's a
really
good
tired, I'm just
gift.
like
Mm-hmm.
I'm very quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I feel that. Yeah, that's how I am too. She's literally like me in a different font. Yeah.
Y'all
Okay.
are definitely kindred spirits, just really close like sisters.
Okay. Do you rather practice hard or play hard?
Um, Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. Probably practice hard just because practice is like how you get better. So if
Yeah.
I rather like play hard, then it's like I'm going against someone. So I can't,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
I
think
just
practice hard just because like after a good practice you just like feel like
oh, like you
it's like this was worth the sweat.
yeah, and I feel like that's also like a way to prove yourself to the coaches,
Yeah,
like,
you're
"Hey, like, I
showing that like
deserve, like."
you're in this game.
Yes, and then
I think
also how you practice is how you play.
yeah,
Yes.
and
So
I also think what it meant is, are you a person that, like, practices, hard or, like, you like to have fun? You know what I mean?
Yes,
Do you
you're like
play
that.
hard or
we
do
did
you
that. We
practice?
totally
It's okay. It's just I mean, it's both they're both, I mean,
I think I
applicable.
still would say practice hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just my parents always say like I always like take the joy out of it because like I just like am in it
Mm.
and
get in your head too, like, while
yeah,
doing it. That's
and like I want to do like as long as like if I can be good at it, then I'm going to be good at it. So I think just probably practice hard.
Yeah, 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 that's good. Okay. So, well, as we have been talking about, you are an athlete and sports can teach us so much about life. This is a little bit that we're going to talk about sports, pressure, and faith, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
We talked about what sports you play, which are volleyball and basketball. And what would you say you love most about each one?
Um, for volleyball,
Hmm.
I would say last year I loved my team. Like it was so fun. Like the year before that, it was not fun just because I was really in my head. And this year I was also really in my head. But like I got better, so I like found peace in this sport in this like in the sport. And my team just like affected how I played because if I played bad, they'd be like, "It's okay, hold like we all mess up." And a lot of people think that just saying that like doesn't do much, but it really does help a lot how it like affects my brain.
Yeah.
And to be honest, with volleyball, I've never seen people cheer each other on more ever because it's totally different than basketball. Not
Mhm.
that they're not encouragers in
It's
basketball,
just
it's
like in
just like
basketball, like our coach said the other day, he said we don't really have time to like be like, "Oh my gosh, good job, good job." Like we
Yes.
just have to like we'll either
Drink
be like
water
we'll
and
pat
go.
each other on the
Yeah.
back or we'll like but we just
that
just
was
have
really new for us as a culture. We
Mhm.
never have seen this whole volleyball thing, and I was like, "Wow, people are super encouraging," which is
yeah.
a great thing.
It was one of my like it's not my first, it was like my second year doing it, but mm, it was that's all I gotta say. Like I like it, but it's just like I don't know. I feel like you know when you know something's not your sport and then something is your sport. Like I don't feel like volleyball was my, but I enjoy it. It's like fun to
Yeah.
like
The
play
community.
outside of it.
That's why I do
Yeah,
basketball. It's like it's not my main sport, but
yeah,
I just wanna keep in shape.
yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
have to
That's
pick
how
up
it
that
was
their
as well.
community, right?
Yeah,
Because that
Yeah, the
could be our
community is
events.
amazing too. So,
Yes.
wait, can
Well,
I say something about like what I love most about my sport real quick too?
about volleyball?
About
Or I think
basketball.
we haven't moved to basketball yet, but
Oh yeah, you
are you
say
done? Are you
okay.
done with volleyball?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, now we can talk about basketball.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll yeah, okay. For basketball, I would say that what I love most about basketball is like she said with the team. Our team is like amazing for basketball. I love all the girls on our team.
I know, there's so nice.
Yeah, so literally like the sweetest people ever.
My babies.
Yes. We love literally every
Your
single
team.
like there's not one thing bad about one person I could say on my team. I literally
I
love
know.
all of them. Like I can't even think of I think what happens in sports, like the sport itself is fun, but then also the community that you're around for the sport also makes or break. Like it doesn't like you know it could make or break like your experience because if the girls are like mean and they like talking behind your back and if they're just like being mean in general, like,
Yeah.
it makes it less enjoyable, like, you still have
Yeah.
the sport, but you just have a hard time, like, fitting in with the team you play, but literally, this team is, like, everything could have asked for, it's, like, the sweetest, I'd say that's one of the parts I love most about basketball, but I just say I love the sport in general, like, the amount of life lessons you learn from it, even outside of, like, basketball, you could learn, and then, literally, like, our coaches are sweet too, and they, teach us so many life lessons too, so I would say just literally, you could learn so much about the sport, so that's what I think I love most about it is just the learning aspect of it, so yeah, you could say what do you love most about
Okay.
basketball?
Um, since I just joined, I don't have much,
Yeah.
but I think what I really like about it is just, like, how I've gone so much better.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause,
Yeah.
like, the first time I joined the team, I sucked. Like, it was so
Bro,
bad. It
no,
was
you
so funny.
no, you didn't.
And I think, like, I've improved so much.
You have for sure.
But I'm just, like, really proud of myself because for volleyball, I did not put in this much effort as I've put in any sport I played.
Yeah.
Like, I was just really, like
Determined
like,
to really
what I would say is, like, "This is for mom." Like, this is what I would say because my mom was my best friend. So, it was, like, if I got tired or, like, when we had to run lines.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tony be get me stuff. Yeah, we will
their faces
this was
while they're
practice
running
yesterday, by the
lines.
way.
Oh
This
my goodness. And then were you no, you were there
I
when
loved it
Jax
though, it was fun.
remember when Jax, like, was like, if I don't win this game, we'll run 60
Oh,
and 60."
and then we
And then she
ended up
lost.
losing the game.
And we were like, "Are you serious?" Because none of us agreed.
Yeah.
No one besides Jax agreed.
Yeah.
And then they said that
And
we
they were
suck.
like, "Yeah, that's a good idea, Jax."
Wasn't it like 8 and 30 or something? Didn't they like
It was
shorten it? No, it
it was
wasn't because
16.
Harper
Yeah.
was like, I got 15.
Yeah. And well
And then Jax proceeded to lie until she got 16. We like,
I know, and
okay.
I got like I think I got like 13. I was
I
like
wasn't counting.
I was but I was gonna say yesterday our practice was really fun, but like we did have to run a lot. Like the
The
running was like
layups. Oh my.
we literally like I think we were running the whole practice. Like literally.
Literally.
But
He was like, I'm not gonna let them not run, so let's do whatever we can with run.
yeah, I'm like
Anyone who played middle school or high school sports knows that this is the time and age where you really get put to work. Like you're lifting weights, you're having practices sometimes before school starts, when school is
thank
over.
God we're
Like it just a
homeschooled, so
lot
we
I
of
know,
don't really
right?
have to
stuff.
do it before school, which is good, but we still like have to run a
Some
lot.
people might put their schedule because they want to get school done early. They might go work out first and then
Yeah.
like get their homework done really fast and then go
Yeah,
do
we do
something else.
like do a lot of like working out outside of like basketball too, like
Uh-huh.
with going like DOS rec. That's like a main one. Like
Go
Yeah.
we do
outside and play out a
DOS rec.
lot.
Like I go like she goes to DOS rec a lot. I go and like play outside a lot. Like I just yeah, and I feel like I've seen a lot of improvement in like Holland like this year too, and a lot of the girls on my team who have like worked outside, you can tell that they're working outside of it. I'm like, whoa, like seeing her shoot at three and it was literally like
I was in shock too. When I made it, I was like trying to be nonchalant. But I was like, wait, I made it.
It's so funny. She was shocked at herself making these shots, and I have witnessed a lot of students playing, and I don't think I've ever met someone like in a 6 to 8 week turnaround that has learned so much so fast. You've been a sponge, which is a great what you want as a coach. You want the girls on your team to be able to really soak up like what they're learning. But what I wanted to talk about too was that this is the age which will make or break a sport.
Mm-hmm.
Your experience with your team, your experience with your coaches will literally make you either want to return or not. And I am grateful for the coaches that have stepped up, the dads or the moms that volunteer for Thunder and for the organization because it has been a good experience for you all. And so I just want to encourage all parents out there to really be checking in on the kids because this is the time they may actually love the sport, but maybe had a really bad experience, and I want them not to give up and really get a good trainer that's gonna help them out, help get them where they need to be, and hopefully they'll come back stronger and faster for the next season.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so like referring back to like the athlete part, what's the hardest part of being an athlete at your age?
Um, Probably comparison.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good answer. Oh my gosh.
I feel like when you get older, it just like it comes to a point where it's like like I just can't do anything about it. But like at a young age, all you think about is like she's better than me, and that was like the worst part when I just joined. I was like not good, and then like it felt like some people are being. It was just like
Not
like
encouraging
yeah,
or
or they would get in. It was just
not
it was
patient maybe with
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
and it was just like the beginning. I was just like I don't want to do sport anymore because it was just at first embarrassing. But I think when I was just like, I want to do the sport and I like gave in, I was just like, I can't help what they do or say. So
Yeah.
all I can do is just do it. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think
And that
comparison.
mentality has literally done so much for, like, guys.
Yeah, exactly. You have a strong work ethic and a great attitude toward it. And even though that was happening, we couldn't tell. And you still put in the work outside of practice, and that shows up. I told Hope, you can't escape hard work. Like you can see who is practicing outside of practice time. You can see there's never a workout you're ever gonna regret because 'cause you're literally getting faster and stronger every time,
Yeah.
Yes.
So you just if you guys keep each other accountable and cheer each other on, I think you're gonna do nothing but go up. So I'm glad that you didn't fall into that pressure of
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
needing to be a certain way and then stopping the sport.
I would add, like, to the comparison part, I definitely struggled, she knows, with that for, like, a long time because 'cause I'd played basketball for a while, and, like, over the summer, like, I guess you could say I was really caught up with volleyball, and I didn't really, like, I was kinda lazy, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't put in the work that I was supposed to, and I came in this season, I literally, like, did the same thing. I was like, "They're better than me," like, I'm like, I don't, like, feel like I'm performing to the best of my, like, abilities, and, like, towards the end of last season, I figured out that I had, like, this knee disease. It's not contagious. It's I and that's the first thing everyone thinks when I say
Like,
is
"Oh,
it's called Osgood-Schlatter's disease, and it's where, um, basically, I don't know, some bone runs against another bone because
it's
you're growing, but I'm not even that tall.
your tendon is pulling from, like, your growth
Yeah.
plate, so it's very, very painful, like, even to the touch."
Yes, and I don't understand, like, I guess you could say, like, I got, like, really mad about that because I was like, "I know that I can do but what my knees are, like, I that sounds like such a lame excuse, but if you had it, you know how painful it is, and you know how, like, frustrating it is with it, especially if you play sports, and it just made me, like I started comparing to them, like, I'm not as fast as her, plus, like, I should have been putting in the work outside of, like, whenever during the summer. Like, I'm not as fast as her, that girl's able to handle the ball better than me, and I've been playing longer than all these girls, and I'm nothing, like, not even close, like, compared to how they're doing. And I guess you could say, like, that took a, like, big toll on how I viewed the sport. I started to not really like it anymore, and,
Feel like it's
I'm still
starting
struggling with, like, getting the love for it back because I still am, like, dealing with a little bit of the, like, "Oh, well, I'm not as good as her. I'm not as good as, I I could be totally better. I don't know what I'm doing." I just comparison is such a hard part of being an athlete, though, because it's really hard not to compare yourself because 'cause you're surrounded with all these girls who are amazing, and
at the end of the day, you just have to be better than yourself. Like, there's no one else out there that you can I mean, yes, you can look up to players that are playing at a higher level or, putting in the work and all of that, but at the end of the day, you just need to be better than your yesterday. So,
Mhm.
and make that
Yes.
every time.
yeah.
Just be better than yourself. You're your biggest competition. You're your biggest you're the one that can stop yourself from achieving you getting even 1% better because you're telling yourself negative things. So it's really important that you guys keep good people, accountability around you that's going to speak life into you and just stay grounded in God's word and just pray about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, I
I want to
yeah.
say,
Okay.
oh, there's these pressure from these coaches, and then there's pressure from teammates and parents. And like I said, even ourselves. How do you handle pressure or disappointment when things don't go the way you want them to?
Um, I like, people always say, like, you don't hide your emotions, but one thing is just, like, I'm just, like, so upset, and my friends will, like, text me, like, "Good game," and what I usually do is, like, after a game, I just cry it all out,
That's fine.
and then I just kind of, like, I don't know, like, you can't do anything, like, the game's
It's
done, it's
over.
over.
Mhm.
Like, you can't go change the points.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, kind of like a mindset of, like, I know I could have done better, but did I try my hardest?
Yeah.
Like, did I put like, am I sweating? Yes. Am I shaking? Yes. And, like, I tried, so I can't do anything. It just, like it was like I tried my hardest and I can't do harder than I tried, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, there's no point in being upset if all you did was try.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And not everyone's gonna have the greatest games. You're not always
Uh-huh.
gonna have like, "Oh, this was my best one, people all have days that are off,
Mhm.
and that's okay, but it's what you do the next game. It's
Yes.
what you do at your next practice. Are you gonna carry that into your practice that day or into the sport? And really, it's a lot about, like you said, just like letting it go, realize it's done and over with, and then come back with a good attitude.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Does your faith play a role in sports for you, like before a game, after a loss, or even when you're struggling with
Good,
it?
I like this question. I've always been like raised with like praying for everything. So before a game, I usually will pray. And then if my friends get hurt or I'm getting nervous, I just like do my little short prayers where I'm like, God, I don't know what's happening, but I know you know what's gonna
Yeah.
happen in 3 seconds.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
put this in your hands and do whatever you need. And like, yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's just like prayers are like very like I love praying. Like that's all
Yes.
I do. When I'm sad, I pray. When I'm scared, I pray. When um I don't know. It's just like,
That's a good
and
answer.
I've been like raised with like if you're in an environment and you just feel like your environment's weird, all you have to say is Jesus.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I'm just like so used to saying Jesus or praying.
Yes, that's
That's so
really good.
good.
For like, I know this question is for me,
Yes.
but I'll say
No,
too.
it's
Like,
you can add
uh,
to it.
I also like I remember who I'm doing it for. Like, whenever I'm doing this sport, if I'm like being hard or like caring what people in the stands think about like how I'm playing, or even like there's teams that play after us, um, how they think like we're doing it. I think I at the end of the day, like I want what I'm doing to glorify God. Like, am I being rude to the other team? Like, if the other team that we're playing against them, like giving them like weird looks or anything. I'm like, I need to remember like that I'm doing this for God and do what would Jesus do? Like what like
Yes.
exactly. I have to remember because sometimes like my anger can get in the way too. And
Yes.
that like if a
Me
girl is
too.
on me and she won't let me go,
I shove.
a lot of me wants to shove her, but I have to be like, Lord, please give me the strength right now to remain
Mhm.
calm. But I just say like faith plays a big role.
That's good. I think, youth that
I've
are
been taught that since
listening.
I was little.
Yeah. Youth that are listening and parents that are out there, there's even, like, sport devotionals and things that, like, you can walk through and do, and all of these great tips of, good sportsmanship. That's what I was trying to
Yes.
think. I was like, before the game, after the game, and when you're struggling, just have good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Okay, so parents listening, this is kind of a question, that we're gonna talk about, Holland, and I think this is something that we wonder a lot of times, but what helps you feel supported instead of being pressured? From a parent
Um.
standpoint, like, what can we be doing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Um. I think like a big thing is like I'm not trying to call my mom out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to call her out.
No. We
But
love you.
but I feel like sometimes she'll like try to speak through me while I'm on the bench or like I'm on the court, and it just like gives the kids anxiety because it's like you're already
In
like
your
feeling
head.
pressured. Yeah, you're already in your head, and then putting more on your kid is like super hard. Like it would cause me to cry because my mom would be like, "You got it, come on, just like work harder," and I'm like, "I am," and
Yeah,
then it caused
facts.
me to cry because I am working my hardest and it looks like I'm not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think another one is just like,
I
but
think this is all parents. So, right, we're all there's the coach and that's his job, but we're here on the sidelines thinking we can tell the team what to do. And so this is great advice from youth to us that we need to chill out and let them get through the game, let the coaches do their job and not interfere. And then when you guys are ready to talk about it and review film,
mhm,
then we can kind of step in and help and give you advice. But it's hard as a parent. I mean, I sit there and I do the same thing, right? So thank you for reaffirming the things that I need to know. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Shine Your Light journey. You've been hauling with Shine Your Light for almost 4 years. You're a baby and you grew up with us. We have definitely seen you go from being a very shy, introverted child, but having so many gifts and talents and now sharing them with us at camp. But what made you want to join Shine Your Light in the beginning? Was it just because your parents signed you up? Or
I think the beginning was
they're like,
probably my
this is where you're
parents.
going?
Yes, because at the time I was still so young And my
9, I
Yeah, you
think.
yeah,
guys are 9.
my relationship with Christ was just because my parents
Mhm.
were Christians, so that was my name too.
Mhm.
And I didn't have the biggest relationship with him. Like, I knew that he was my God, and I thought I was gonna go to heaven 'cause,
That's what
my
you
sins
thought?
are being forgive because
Yeah.
Jesus died on the cross.
Mhm.
And my relationship with Christ wasn't as big as it is now. So I think when they just told me I was signed up because I was young, so that's all they did was, like, if they signed me up, I was just like, "I can't do anything about it."
Mm.
So I think at first it was just my parents signing me up, but after a while, it was just like, "I wanna do this."
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy this. Yeah.
When do you think that moment happens when you no longer keying off of your parents' faith, but you're having to step into your own? I feel like as you guys are walking into being teens, that transition
Mm,
happens. Have you felt it happen, and do you feel
I
ownership
have, yeah.
of your own faith? Was there, like, a moment that it happened for you? When were
I
you
don't know
like,
if it's
"I'm
like
gonna
a
have my own faith. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna wait for my parents to ask me, 'Have you been praying? Have you been reading your Bible? Have you
yeah.
been doing your devotion?'"
Yes, yes. I think when I just felt myself changing. I think it was just when I was like, "I don't like this new Holland. I don't like this person
Do
that
you
I've
think that was, like, a
become."
year ago, 2 years ago? How
I
long
think it was
ago?
this
Mhm.
summer. Yeah, I
That's
think
great.
it was. I was just like, I was so tired of like faking who I really am. And I didn't like the people I was hanging out with. And I was just so upset and so sad all the time. And I never would want to be home because my parents would always ask me, like, what's wrong? And I would just cry because I'm like, I don't know what's wrong, but I just don't want to be here anymore. Like, I was just so upset and sad that it was just causing my life, like, ending. And there was a point where I was going to take my life. I was just so tired. I just felt peace
Mhm.
at one point, and I was just like, I like this peace. And it was because I took a break from everyone I talked to, and I just got kind of got off my phone, and I just like, I felt happy, and I haven't felt happy in so long.
I
And
I I actually witnessed that transformation,
yes.
you going from being sad to all of a sudden you walk through the door one day and I was like, "What? Holly's
Yes.
back."
Yes.
What would you say to someone going through that same kind of struggle? Was there like a moment you just got down on your knees to pray, or was it maybe removing yourself from social media like you already said
Um,
that had truly helped you, or was it a combination of things?
I think, like, everyone's gonna go through something, and I feel like a lot of people say, like, it gets better, and a lot of people say, like, it never does get better, and it does, but you have to put in the work for it to get better. I feel like people say it gets better and you expect it to just to get better. But it's like, I'm so sad, and I'm not gonna do anything about it, but, like, I'm so sad that I'm going to try to be happy. I'm going to delete social media. I'm gonna stop being friends with people because they're making my environment and my emotions sad and mad and happy, and I feel like that just affects, like, what's gonna happen next. Because you have to, just like in sports, you have to put in the work to get.
Results?
Yes, yeah, you have to try for your results.
Yeah, I feel like you had to evaluate different areas of your life,
Mhm,
like your friends, your environment, your, own faith. Like you had to go through and eliminate,
yes.
like anything that could have been a distraction that was giving you negative energy or like not uplifting you in a way that was gonna make you and grow you as a better person.
Mhm,
So you looking through those things, social media, your circle, these are the things like, what can I remove for right now? And it doesn't mean forever. It
mhm.
just meant for you to heal, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
those are things that I think are really good tips for
Yeah.
someone out there
She
who's
has, like, the social media back now because she feel, like,
strong
like
in
I
the
was
mind to
strong,
be
ready.
able to
gone
take,
better.
yes,
Yeah.
take it on. That's good.
Um,
These are all great tips.
yeah. How do you feel like you've changed since your first year China Light?
Um, ooh, that's a good one. The first time I went to camp, my relationship with Christ wasn't really a thing. Like, it didn't exist. It was just a saying. Like I used to say, like, yeah, I know who he is, and that was
Yeah.
it. But I feel like ever since I've just kept going, it was like for the 2 times, like the first camp I went, and the second time it was like I had to go, and then the rest I was just like,
You won't?
I want to go.
Yeah.
and it was like I would cry, and I felt so, like, happy, and it just kind of, like, build up my relationship with Christ, and I've never gotten so close to him, and I, like, am so happy to say that I'm a believer because I feel like my 9-year-old self would be like, "I'm not a believer, I don't
Mm,
think so."
yeah.
And I think being able to say I'm a believer not because of my parents, because I think I would just copy stuff of my parents, like, most of my life, and I still feel like I do.
Yeah.
What's one thing, shine your light, you feel that you've learned about confidence or leadership from camp? Is there something that's stuck? Because we've done a lot of workshops. We've listened to a lot of speakers. You all got certified as leaders last summer from going through the program for 3 years. Is there anything that sticks out to you that really has helped you? I know we have a talent show at the end of Shine Your Light, and this year was the first year you were on the praise and worship team. You
Oh,
told me,
oh,
"Oh, I
yeah.
wanna be on it next year," and I was like, "Oh, there's an opening tomorrow," and you were like, "What?" So Holly got up there to go. It was awesome.
Yes.
What's taught you about confidence relationship?
Um, like I said, since I've gotten closer to
Yeah.
Christ, I feel like having a relationship with him, like, applies to everything in your
Yeah,
life,
it's true.
and having peace with yourself
Mhm.
is being okay with not feeling okay that day, and being okay with everything, and this is a good one. Yeah, I think it was just having a relationship with Christ and then building it up is, like, affects everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus was the first CEO and leader that ever walked earth. So you are right in saying that your faith has helped you with the confidence and leadership because there's no better person to model that after than him. And that is why we created camp because we wanted people to grow in their faith, but also to grow in their leadership and their confidence to come out through whether it's public speaking or the talent show that we have. So thank you for bringing that up.
Is there a moment, a camp, workshop, or experience that really stands out to you from sharing your life?
Probably when I did the worship, because
Yeah.
I did a talent show when I was in elementary school, and I've never not liked something so much. And and I did not like it. Um, and my music teacher made me. Like, I know, like, people can't make you,
Right.
but, like, she was just like, "You have to do this," and my parents were like, "You have to do this." I was like, "Great, I don't get a
Like, I don't
choice."
wanna do it. Can I hide under a rock right now? No.
I'll sing behind the line now. But, uh
That was your
oh, yes,
Yeah,
I
just a
think
moment
sorry, I was like, what I
experience. No,
say?
it's
I
okay.
think it, like, built my confidence up.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yes, that's awesome.
I thought it was really beautiful to just see you, and I think your mom was even shocked when she was
I
like,
know.
"What?" She was on the praise and worship. I was like, "Yes." Yes. What does being a shine your light leader actually mean to you?
Shine your light is to shine for
Mhm.
lights, and I feel like as a leader, you have to be, like, very passionate with Christ and, like, being very out there. Because I feel like every leader that we've had at our camps have been very out there, and, like, you have to be, like, joyful and
Yeah.
happy and just, like, in the moment.
I know a lot of the younger kids that came in as 6th graders that are now gonna be 9th graders through camp have said they love that they get to recreate that moment for a 6th grader walking through the door. When I think of a shine your light leader, I think of that moment.
Mhm.
I think that you guys have grown so much that you can go back and make this an incredible experience for someone
Yeah.
else.
What's your favorite song right now? Whatever. It could be a worship song.
Ooh, I don't know,
She
probably
has like a leap music taste. So she's like,
uh, it's, Maroon 5.
I need a song.
I love Maroon 5. It's
Is that your favorite artist too, would you say?
I don't know, Sunday Morning.
Sunday?
y'all go check out Sunday Morning because Hollyn said, a favorite artist.
Olivia Dean.
I love Olivia Dean. Okay. Favorite food.
Street tacos.
Street tacos? That's our little inside thing, yes. We go eat those a lot. Favorite snack?
Talkies.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Or Dubai chocolate.
Oh,
Oh,
Dubai chocolate too. I see her talk about that all the time
okay.
too.
One word that describes your future. Oh, this one is.
Famous.
Yes, girl. Okay, something you're super excited about this year.
Getting a weenie dog. Yes, dog.
Yes.
Everybody's gonna see this weenie dog.
Let's see.
I
Sorry.
want to talk about friendship, identity, and social pressure just because it's a big one. Maybe we'll end with something really good here. We know that middle school and your early teen years can just be a lot, right? What do you think is the hardest thing about being a teenager?
Like what's it called? Like not
Appearance.
there you go.
Appearance.
Identity, your appearance.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Yes. Because
Just the social pressures of how you look and what you're
yes.
supposed to be, what size, how
Yes.
tall, how big, how much you
Mhm.
weigh, and all of that.
Yeah.
And why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it's just you always compare.
Is it because of all the social media pressures and billboards and TV and
And
things?
friends and
Yeah. Okay,
yes.
that's good. All right, Holland. So we're so proud of you and just so grateful that you're in our lives, and we're thankful that you had the time to join us today.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me.
thank you for being you and shining your light.
And to all our listeners out there, thank you so much for continuing to tune in to the Hope and Hope Show, where two generations meet one conversation.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And
We'll see you next time.
Bye.